The next part we will set up is the automation process using the automation platform Makecom. So if you don't already have an account, you can set up one for free, and the free plan is enough to use this automation. And you also get I've also put a pricing table in setup step number 1 after I finish this video, so you will see exactly how much the entire automation will cost you. And first, once you've set up your Make.com account, then you click on create a new scenario, and here you say build from scratch, and then you go to, first you go here, you click on download, and then you import this blueprint that you have just downloaded. It's this, click save, and now it's imported. Now we will just connect those modules here. The first thing we need to connect is the Google Drive. Now this only works with a workplace Google account, so this does not work with your personal Google account as it says here. You could do it, but this is a very technical step, and it's way easier to just use a Google Workspace account. So that's this one here. Let me show you that. So this costs, like, there's a free trial of that, and it costs like €8 a month. So I have this account of this thing here, and you also get like 30 gigabytes of storage, which is really useful because we're also using Google Drive. If you have a lot of videos to upload, it really makes sense. And so I would get this account. So start the free trial. You can test it for free for 2 weeks, and this is enough to set up this automation. Then you can see if it's useful, and then you can click on sign in with Google, and then you select this Google account that you have just created or that you already have, and then it will reload here. So I've already added this, and here we only need to do one thing. So once you are in your Google account, then what you do, so let me show you how this works. Once you go to drive.google.com in this account that you have just signed up with here, this is really important to find this folder, because now we need a folder. This is where we have TikTok uploads or social media video uploads. This is where we will connect to our Make.com automation here. So I will click in here, and I will search for TikTok, and you see it's already appearing, TikTok uploads. Now I can select this. This is basically how many files do you want to upload at once. So I've set this to 30. Because if like there's a timeout, if you would upload 60 videos at once, you could set this to 60, but it could happen that you get an error because the automation would run too long. So to be safe, I would leave it at 30, and you can you need to upgrade your Make account to a paid account, then you have a higher timeout limit, and then you can upload in bulk, or you could test yourself how many videos you can upload at once before you get this issue. But with 30, you're safe. Now here we also need to select the same account that you've just connected. There you don't need to do anything. Here in the tools, you don't need to do anything. It's just that the Google Drive link. So we basically, this module here, this is a trigger. We will set it up at the end. This watches this Google Drive folder. And whenever a new video is added, it recognizes that. And then it gets the link of this file. So it turns this into a link that is publicly accessible to anyone. This is important, so we can process it now. And then we also need a specific format of the link so that it works with our social media publishing, so the video is actually uploaded to our scheduling tool. And then here we have the Google Sheet. This is the Google Sheet that we have created in the first setup step. So we'll just call it demo setup. And now I will just go in here, make sure to add your connection to your Google account, where you have this Google Sheet in. So just go over your icon on the right on the top, and it will show you what the Google account is. Click on add, click on sign in with Google, sign up with this account. And then you click on this field. And then I need to search. First, I'm not sure if this is the right account, but I think it could be. So if I type in demo, yeah, it's already there. You see, demo setup, post to TikTok. That's the one we need. Now the sheet name. Normally it's already pre-selected, as you see here. That's videos. Video, this is already plugged in, so we can just click on save. Next, we have Assembly AI. This is the tool that will get the video and transcribe it. This is really important because we want to generate the caption text for the video automatically, so you don't even have to write it by hand. And for assembly, you find a link below this video here. So what you need to do, you go in here, you click on add, and then it says, okay, assembly API key. Okay, so how do you get this? First, you just sign in and try our API for free. And once you've done it, you see here on the right, here is your API key. So you copy that key and then you paste it here, you click save, and then it will be connected. And they even give you like $50 in credits, which is really a lot given how little it costs you. For example, it costs you only like 10 to 30 cents to transcribe 1 hour of video. And we are only uploading like short video of like 30 seconds or 45 seconds. So, and also again, the cost breakdown of all this is in the setup step number 1. So you can have a look if this is interesting to you. So this is what you need to do and connect the assembly. Then that's it. Here you don't need to do anything. You just make sure that it's the same connection here. And this makes the transcript, this gets the transcript, and now we have the OpenAI connection. You could basically use any AI model you want to use. I've just connected OpenAI. So if you haven't already added a connection here, you put in the API key. If you want to know how to get this API key, you go to technical tutorials and you go to get API key from OpenAI. And there you will find a tutorial about this. So you just click on add, basically, then enter the API key and then save, and then it will load this. Now here we have the prompt. This is the prompt that will you take the transcript from our video and turn it into a post or a caption. Now you can play around to refine this depending on what captions you want. And then you click on save. And finally, we have a Google Sheet again. So this basically is the sheet or the module that saves the captions back. So I think we had set up demo setup post to TikTok. And this, as I said, only saves the captions here. Click save. And now we will do a test run to check if it works properly. And to do this, we need to first go into my Google Drive folder. And I will add a new video. Just one video for the test. And this will be uploaded. Again, you can go here. Here you can set the posts per day. So how many posts do you want to be scheduled per day, and during which time frame do you want the posts to be scheduled for? And based on this, it will basically automatically populate this here. So now I've uploaded a video. Now what we want to do is we will first trigger this. So if I click on run once, it will find the video. You see here, it goes very fast. Now it transcribes the video, and then it gets the transcript. Then it creates the captions, and then it saves it back to my sheet. Now I see got an error. Normally this isn't supposed to happen because for some reason it removed the prompt. So I will just paste the prompt back in here, the caption generator prompt. So if this should happen, you can just basically drop it back in here. And yeah, that should be it now. I will now test it again. To test it again, I will need to upload another video, or I just delete this. Now I have another video in. Now let's run it again. Now I see the caption text was added and the video URL was added. Now let's just simulate that we have several entries, and now we need to wait for about a minute, and then all these posts will be scheduled according to our schedule settings here. And now, as you can see, it automatically generated the scheduled date. So you see here, it's like 4 posts scheduled in a day between 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And here, like it's post number 5. So it's been already into the next day. So this works correctly. Now, the next step, we need to get it to the publishing process.